Arlington, Virginia's Democratic leadership sending what some see as a dangerous message. The county board voting unanimously to bar local police from cooperating with federal authorities in arresting criminal migrants, including those who have violent records or ties to gangs. Jason Miyares is the Attorney General for the Commonwealth of Virginia. He joins us now. Mr. Attorney General, thanks so much for joining us. I just want to highlight for our audience what the law used to be in Arlington County regarding cooperation between local and federal officials. Used to be that the two could cooperate if the person is here illegally and has been identified as a gang member who has committed a criminal gang offense, if an illegal immigrant has committed a violent felony and is considered a threat to the community, and if an illegal immigrant is arrested for human trafficking or a terrorist attack. That now has all been eliminated, and Arlington County is saying no cooperation between local and federal authorities. What do you say to that?
I think banning local police from alerting ICE about terrorists or MS-13 gang members or human traffickers is the opposite of compassion. It's negligence. And these leftist politicians, they live in these ivory towers. They refuse to see the havoc that's wreaking on the communities that they're championing. And as you noted, used to be Arlington had a policy. It was kind of referred to as the trust policy that already offered a certain level of latitude to law enforcement. But now doing this, they're saying even if you're a terrorist or pick up on drug trafficking, fentanyl that's wrecking so many communities across the country, human trafficking, even then you are barred. It's not the choice of local law enforcement's choice. It is these politicians, leftist politicians, overriding the judgment of local police on the scene saying, nope, you are barred from cooperating with our federal partners. This policy does not make a single resident in Arlington County more safe. It makes them less safe. And this is exactly the type of criminal first, victim last mindset that has infected so many of the left-wing politicians we've seen across the country.
So one of the Democratic members of the county board, Maureen Coffey, said, hey, we're not stopping the feds from doing their job. Listen to what she said.
I want to be clear. The action that we take today does not stop ICE from operating in Arlington, doesn't stop Kristi Noem from using us as the backdrop for her media stops, and it doesn't stop any future changes to immigration enforcement at the federal level. Immigration enforcement is the sole responsibility of the federal government.
With sarcasm. But if local authorities don't cooperate with federal authorities, it makes the job of federal authorities that much more difficult. I mean, look at the results that they're getting down in Florida with the 287G cooperation.
I mean, could you imagine a local politician saying that if we get a kidnapper that's picked up, we're not going to turn them over to the FBI? It's that ludicrous. And let me tell you what I have seen firsthand. I did a ride-along with federal agents last year where I saw what happened. A alleged MS-13 gang member who'd been indicted on a rape charge. A judge lets this person out on bail, and because the local sheriff refused to cooperate and notify ICE, their detainers, this person is able to walk free out of the jail back into the community where he could potentially hurt people. And I saw the resources it took 6 federal agents to try to track this MS-13 gang member, accused rapist, down. And when they finally were able to apprehend them, it was right down the street where there were a bunch of school-age children waiting to get on the bus in the morning. It's this criminal first, victim last mindset. This makes Arlington less safe, not more safe. This is grandstanding. These are individuals placing politics over the public's public safety, and it's absolutely abhorrent to see it happen.
Here's what the acting ICE director, Todd Lyons, said about all this. He said, quote, we find it extremely troubling that Arlington County leaders made the decision to prioritize politics ahead of public safety. Prohibiting local law enforcement from alerting federal authorities to the presence of an egregious hazard to their community only emboldens criminal offenders while putting people at risk. Regardless, ICE will continue to prioritize the safety of our public by arresting, detaining, and removing criminal alien offenders, even in these sanctuary jurisdictions. Do you agree with the acting ICE director that if there's no consequences for people who are in this country illegally who commit crimes in terms of immigration policy, that it just may embolden them to continue their criminal enterprise?
Well, yeah, MS-13 and TDA don't need social workers masquerading saying they're protecting the public. They need to be prosecuted. And in this case, they need to be deported out of our country. And so Arlington should be ashamed of themselves for putting violent criminals present in the country here illegally first over their own citizens, their own constituents. And I know all of these interagency task forces that we do are so much more effective when local, state, and federal partners are working together towards the same goal. And there's not another category of crime, if it's drug dealing, if it's human trafficking, if it's kidnapping, any other category of crime, any politician that says we're not going to work with our federal partners to solve fentanyl dealers or human trafficking or organized crime and gang activities, they'd be laughed out of office. It is only on this issue they've decided they'd rather protect those that are here illegally than those that are their own constituents. And it's shame on them in Arlington.
All right, well, we'll see what the net effect of all of this is. Attorney General Miyares, good to catch up with you. Thanks for taking the time today, sir. Appreciate it.
Great to be with you.